a dream. My poor little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Dr. King once said, "Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?" The individuals and organizations we honor today clearly understand Dr. King's call and are answering by making dramatic improvements in the lives of so many others. We celebrate the content of their character.
Hello everyone, I'm Tamara Banks. Welcome to the 2017 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Business Awards, as we honor 6 inspirational individuals and organizations and pay tribute to Dr. Barbara Shannon Bannister with the Trailblazer Award.
This year marks the 32nd anniversary of this event. In 1986, 2 years after the passage of House Bill 1201 that established Dr. King's birthday as a holiday in Colorado, Mrs. Wilma J. Webb founded the Martin Luther King Jr. Business Social Responsibility Awards to give business communities an opportunity to honor the memory of Dr. King and reaffirm our commitment to the values he taught us. 2 years ago, the name of the award was shortened to the Martin Luther King Jr. Business Awards. A total of 226 individuals, corporations, and nonprofit organizations have received this meaningful award over the years. Today, we add 7 more names to this prestigious list.
And if you guys are willing to break down, take off your thin slicing blinders, and focus on the talent around you, it doesn't matter how steep that curve is that you guys are going to be growing, you guys can do it as a group.
Mike Hess believes that with proper education, training, and career opportunities, the blind community and corporate America can work together successfully.
When I talk to organizations about hiring blind and visually impaired, I never talk about it being a philanthropic endeavor. It's always a business case. You got to talk business to business professionals. And so when I talk to them about making their environments accessible, it's simply because you can now reach more consumers.
In 2013, Mike founded the Blind Institute of Technology to prepare the visually impaired as well as the employers who hire them for success in the workplace.
Technology is the greatest mitigator on the planet for all of humanity.
There are 20 million Americans who are blind or visually impaired, and 80% of them are unemployed or underemployed. So far, the Institute has placed 30 people in jobs. Their ambitious goal is to secure 10,000 new jobs within the decade.
When you bring in these unique problem solvers, all you're doing is adding an extra tool to your problem-solving kit.
Open Uber.
Last August, Mike took a significant step toward that goal when he forged a relationship with Uber.
Most corporations, they want to do the right thing. You just got to present the right thing to them.
Now Uber offers free rides for the visually impaired to and from job interviews in the Denver metro area. They plan to expand this service nationwide. The Denver Broncos brought Odell Berry to Colorado in 1964 as a late-round draft pick.
I had a record with the Denver Broncos for over 30 years, and that was kickoff returns, over 1,200 yards in one season.
As a standout kickoff and punt returner, his football career led him to a love affair with the Denver area that has kept him here ever since. He has more than 40 years of experience in real estate sales and development as the owner and managing broker of Berry & Associates. Odell's focus on housing for all income levels has been at the core of his real estate business.
I grew up in the projects, okay? And I didn't know anything about housing. And my mother, she was a single parent, pushed that one day I need to own some houses. And so as I got older and ended up playing pro football and so forth, my main goal was to make sure I own a house. And to make sure that I can help others.
Odell has also been deeply involved in national and local politics, including becoming the first black mayor elected to a rural Colorado community, North Glen.
My CenturyLink son.
Angela Norris Hawkins has worked for CenturyLink and its predecessor, Quest Communications, since 2005. She is currently the Senior Program Manager of Supplier Diversity, a position that helps her level the playing field.
The corporations have a responsibility to ensure that they are doing their part to help develop those smaller businesses in the communities that they're in.
A dedicated and passionate advocate for the small and diverse business community, Angela has facilitated more than $200 million in contract awards over the past 2 years.
Mom explained this is where we do our transitional services.
Angela and her mother co-founded the African American Autism Center, a community-based organization that helps children and their families.
We have 2 boys that are autistic, and when they were born, it was very difficult to find services for them, for us as a family. And so as they grew older, we decided, let's just start our own foundation and our own business.
Founded 5 years ago, the center serves 20 families.
So we're there to be able to bring a voice to those families that need it.
Did you know that teachers spend an average of $500 of their own money each year on classroom materials?
Which is crazy. I mean, you wouldn't expect a waiter to supply the silverware and the plates. I mean, you never think about that. But teachers do an amazing job of being very resourceful, but we try to make it easier for them.
For more than 7 years, the Resource Area for Teaching, or RAFT, has been dedicated to supporting great teaching.
We have companies who donate things they would be getting rid of otherwise, and we help teachers transform them into hands-on activities in the classroom.
The items at RAFT are geared to inspire the next generation of thinkers, innovators, problem solvers, and creators. Last year, RAFT Colorado diverted almost 30,000 cubic feet of waste from landfills.
When you look at our store, about 95% of what you see was destined for a landfill or out to be recycled. And instead, it's coming here and getting a second life, and we call it upcycling because it's getting a second, and we like to think better life, helping kids learn.
Street Fraternity is a place of brotherhood and personal growth for urban young men in the rough East Colfax neighborhoods of Aurora and Denver.
We were open April of 2013. Levon, we ready?
With only one paid staff person, Yoel Kidona Guber-Mescal, along with adult volunteers, the Street Fraternity Clubhouse is open Monday through Thursday nights. On those nights, they share a meal.
It's like taking a time out from everything that's happening out at school, at home, in the neighborhoods, and to find that space and time where you could come in and be together with your peers, and not only that, but also with adults around you. So it's where we have our silliest conversations and the deepest conversations that you can imagine.
Their space is in the basement of the Disabled Veterans Lodge, includes an aggressive workout room, ping pong room, computer lab, music studio, library, and prayer meditation room. Jesse Ulibarri has dedicated his life to building an inclusive democracy. He currently serves as Vice President of Impact and External Affairs for Wellstone Action, a national organization focused on movement building, political leadership, and movement technology. In addition to his role with Wellstone, Jesse concurrently serves in the Colorado State Senate, representing his home district north of Denver. He has authored and passed into law 39 pieces of legislation, with specific focus on protecting the rights of workers, expanding access to affordable housing, and safeguarding civil liberties. Senator Ulibarri entered into public service largely due to the inequities he witnessed and experienced growing up in Commerce City. Jesse will be leaving public office at the end of his term to concentrate on his role at Wellstone.
In 2007, we began honoring pioneers in the civil rights movement with the Trailblazer Award. The 11th winner of this prestigious honor is Dr. Barbara Shannon Bannister.
For the past 25 years, Barbara has worked in the Community Relations Division of the City of Aurora. With her generous spirit, she has also found time to create several nonprofit organizations that help the underserved in our community. In 1989, Barbara co-founded the Metro Community Provider Network to give medical care at no cost to families who have limited or no access to health care.
Because there are people who lose their jobs and they don't have health care. So what do? They go without. Or people who put off health care because they need food, they need money for rent.
Beginning with a single clinic and limited budget, they have grown to more than 20 clinics and a budget exceeding $40 million. In 2015, the clinic served more than 43,000 patients. Barbara is also one of the original members of the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Colorado Holiday Commission, appointed by Governor Dick Lamb.
And of course, that's when the Honorable Wilma Webb was the chair of that committee.
Barbara believes if Dr. King were alive today, he would encourage her to continue her mission of helping others.
Keep on working with the people that need to have someone speaking up for them. That if you need help and I can help you, that's what I'm going to do.
Dr. King's memorable words of love, hope, and compassion have clearly stirred the souls of the individuals we honor today with the 2017 Martin Luther King Jr. Business Awards. We celebrate the content of their character and applaud their efforts to make life better for so many people in Colorado.
Free at last! Free at last! Thank God Almighty! We are free at last!